morning, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back to another day in the market. I hope you guys are all excited. We are going to have a very interesting day. We have earnings season starting to pick up. We have Netflix tomorrow. We saw some very interesting comments from Jerome Powell yesterday that I do want to go over with you guys in the pre-market here as well. You guys kind of know what happened with Powell. It's kind of everything that we've been saying over the past couple of months here. Especially when that inflation data really started to pick back up to the upside. But other than that, ladies and gentlemen, it is that time of day again. Say good morning to somebody in the live chat. If you guys would like to say good morning to me as well, I'd love to receive some good mornings. If you guys, hold on. Roll call. We'll do a roll call. We'll get into everything else. We've got a lot of interesting things to talk about today, but let's see who's in here. Anybody that's new, let me know. I'd love to say hi to you guys. Let's have another great day, man. I mean, we got to talk about some of the day trades yesterday. Those were absolutely filthy. So we're going to go through those. We're going to go through some of the swings, everything that we need to get prepared for the market today. But I know you guys were having some fun yesterday. If you guys hit that second one after the 1 to 9 risk to reward in the morning when I was unable to get it on the stream, technically it did do 2 double take profits in a day. So that's like a 1 to, I think it ended up being like 1 to, like in total it was probably 1 to 12, something like that. 1 to 12 on a day. Woo! Crazy. All right, guys, let's see. We got Michael, Daly, Taylor, Boric, Starsky, Jay, Trev, Romeo, Jackie, Armac. Let's see. I'm not sure how to pronounce your name, but welcome, buddy. Jay, Bobby, Boric, first timer. What's up, Bobby? How you doing? 2 more Apex accounts passed. There you go, Boric. That's my man right there, passing those funded accounts. So, as always, team, if you guys wouldn't mind hitting that like button on the way in, helps out a whole lot getting these streams out to some more people here. For those of you guys that are new, you guys are going to learn an absolute boatload here. Again, those of you guys that are coming from Instagram, TikTok, I mean, it's impossible for me. It's going to show you guys all the different things that we do in the market in a minute and 30-second video. But you guys are going to see in this stream today. So, first things first, I want to take a look back at USD JPY, see how this is doing on the daily. I mean, you're coming down a little. There's really no change on this thing today. It didn't look like there was actually any intervening yesterday. I know you guys saw on the stream, right as USD JPY started to come down, my thoughts immediately were, I mean, they might be starting to intervene and try and increase the value of the yen in order to kind of reel everything back in with that Japanese inflation. That didn't end up happening. We still continued higher, and our bond yields did something very similar. Yields, 10-year yields, I mean, are down a little bit today. Nothing too crazy. Nothing too crazy here. Let's see. Oh, Dr. Bob, Tor, Angel, Eddie. Good morning, everybody. Vito, what's up, guys? So, I mean, obviously, this is going to be something that we need to look at. Especially with the repatriation and the unwinding of the carry trade with USD JPY where it is. I mean, this is interesting. The other point that I want to make here, I think we talked about it. I don't know if I talked about it in the stream with you guys, but let's talk about USD JPY and the relationship between the bonds really quickly. We're not going to do the whole carry trade speech again and that sort of education. I mean, I put that out on Twitter. It's, I mean, we talked about it in the streams yesterday. You guys in that new research service that we're going to be getting out to you guys on, I think, Sunday, we're going to do a whole write-up on that situation as well. But what I want to talk about is the values of these bonds. Now, if anybody in Japan, remember, Japan's the largest foreign holder of United States government debt right now. So if you think about how bonds actually move, well, when yields go up, the values of the bonds go down. They're inversely correlated. Bond values are coming down. Yields are going to go up. Yields are going to go down. Bond values are going to go up. They're inversely correlated. So what I want you to think about too is that, okay, well, if they were buying a boatload of bonds in Q4 of last year and then into the beginning of this year, well, those bonds are underwater. So they'd actually be taking a loss on selling those bonds and then repatriating back to yen. But I don't necessarily think that's what's happening. What I think is what's happening is that a lot of the bonds that are coming to maturity that Japan and some of these other countries have had are providing them the opportunity to then provide less demand in the treasury market. So what you're seeing is, okay, well, those bonds are coming due. They're getting their principal amount back, and they're taking all of that money and repatriating it back, taking the USD, converting it back into yen, and then seeing what they want to do there. Because, well, previously, if you were to convert back $1 to, let's say right here, about 149 yen, well, now you can convert it back $1 to 154 yen. So you can get more yen when you convert back. So what I think they're doing is they're actually trying to almost top tick this yen situation, wait for this to come down, and then start buying the bonds again. That's kind of what I think is happening, but we're gonna have to go through that a little bit more. Let's talk a little bit about the day trades from yesterday too, because I mean, you guys absolutely slaughtered it. I mean, it was ridiculous. You got, hey, I couldn't let all you guys have all the fun either. I couldn't let you guys have all the fun. So let's go through a couple of these. I know I don't have them up here, but I know this one was 51 10 25 was the entry here. So you got triggered in by a tick. You had about a 2 3 point stop. You were targeting this low right here. This thing ran, or no, where was it? I thought it was like a 1 to 9. Oh, it was actually tighter risk. I remember that. It was like 2.5 points of risk there. So you ended up getting, that was what it was. It was 2.5 points of risk on there. And we watched this play out on the stream. I mean, you can't get much more perfect than that. Coming up, getting triggered in, running all the way to that final TP, hitting that one there as well. Then, I mean, I couldn't let you guys have all the fun over there. I mean, you guys saw my screenshot. I think I made what, like 20, what was it? 2,500 bucks, 2,700 bucks, something like that. I was trying to record it, but my computer was losing its mind. So I was short off 5109, and I believe it was like a 3-ish point stop. I don't know why this is not on here. I think it just got taken. I think it was a 3-ish point stop here. It was close. I mean, 3.5, 3.25, something like that. Really tight. So then the target was obviously down in here. So first take profit was like right in these areas right here, 50, 50, 96, 50, 98, right in there. So I was able to get a really, really solid trade here. Now, if I had held it, again, I had a lot of other things I had to do, but if I had held it, you actually would have came up, got missed by a tick on your stop at break even. So you would have stayed in it and then been able to hit that full take profit for another 1 to 8 risk to reward in a day. I mean, guys, you guys are seeing the power of that day trading mastery course strategy in real time. That thing was just paying yesterday like nobody's business. That was one of the best days that I've seen on it where you got 2 double take profits. It's insane. So again, that is pretty much locked in. Like it's 16th winning month in a row. Um, the strategy is nasty, man. But let's talk a little bit about the swings here too. I mean, we do have ES coming up a little bit in the pre-market. Mortgage rates are elevating. We're also seeing Bitcoin coming down a little bit as well. So I do have this inverse Bitcoin ETF here. I scaled out of it yesterday. Realized some gains, through a stop in profit. Going to see what happens with this, especially going into the halving, which it's very possible that Bitcoin comes down a little bit further and then starts to make that move to the upside. If you look at Bitcoin on, let's say, like a 4-hour or a daily chart, I mean, you do have a decent amount of support here. If this loses right here, right around this 60,882, 60,800, right around there, I mean, you have some decent room to come to the downside, which obviously would be really good for that BITI, the inverse Bitcoin ETF that I have over here. Then I have the DRV. Again, this is not really going to show us anything. There's the spreads widen in the pre-market. So especially with what the overall market is doing, I don't know. I don't really expect this thing to have a crazy day, but with mortgage rates coming up the way that they are, and again, for those of you guys that don't know, this is the inverse 3 times levered real estate ETF. So that's kind of what I'm looking at there. And then again, just in general for the swings, guys, in this environment, when you look at ES here on the daily time frame, and we are significantly moving to the downside off of these highs, there's not going to be a lot of upside setups on the things that we typically like to trade. Oh, the other thing I want to talk about here is Mara. Where's Mara? Where's Mara? Yeah, I mean, this thing, if this thing gets back into our launch zone, I mean, we could have another, this one was the 1,200%. This one was I nailed this for 600% at the second TP here. Wish I traded the shares on it, but I mean, that's why I traded the shares on ACB. Let's see. Ooh, we got a lot of slackers on the like button this morning. I see how it is, team. All right. You didn't watch Powell yesterday because you fell asleep. All right. So let's talk a little bit about Powell and some of the statements that he made yesterday. So we kind of got to do a little bit of like a background here. For those of you guys that have not been following along very closely to what Jerome Powell has been saying, in January, February, he made a very important statement that said he doesn't need to see the inflation data or data as a whole be great. He just needs to see it be good and trend in the right direction. It doesn't have to be wildly good. It just has to be, quote, this is what he said, good. So when you go into, let's say, February, March, and now April, with all of the inflation metrics starting to pick back to the upside, well, obviously that's not good. That's why you've seen all of the rate cut expectations really come down. We're not pricing in as many rate cuts. That's one of the reasons why you're seeing the bond market freak out, but it really has to do with USD JPY and the Japanese yen. Let's actually phrase it like that. It has to do with the yen, not USD JPY. But now, when we go into what Powell had said yesterday, well, he basically said that he's perfectly fine with leaving rates where they are for a significant period of time. Now, what does that sound like? Higher for longer. So what does that do? Well, it could easily hurt the real estate space. It could easily still hurt like everyday consumers in terms of lending volumes. I mean, there's a lot of different effects of this. Is it healthy for our market right now to have these higher rates? I would say yes, absolutely. You can't print all of the money that we did in 2020 and then expect going from 0% interest rates to 5.5 to really eliminate those effects. And some of the things that we said yesterday, where people are like, oh, inflation's 3%. I mean, that's not that bad. Yeah, it's 3% on top of the 9% that we were seeing in those years where everything was ripping. So it's still not good. But he did say that the inflation data was not looking all that hot, and he's perfectly fine with holding rates higher for longer. Um, so we'll see. We will see. Oh, we had some oil news yesterday as well with the SPR, the Strategic Petroleum Reserves of the United States. That is important. Let me see if I can get the news on this. Senior White House advisor: the U.S. could release more SPR oil to keep gas prices low. They are trying to screw around with a couple of things here. One, obviously gas prices, but when you think about gas prices, obviously that's going to be carried into a lot of the inflation metrics that we're seeing. So what they're going to try and do is eliminate the effects or try and stifle the effects of higher energy prices in what we're looking at in CPI. Now, why is that important right now? Well, as we get into, I believe it's May, this is going to be another one of the threads and one of the research reports that I'm going to give you guys in VIX Insights. But when you look at Social Security payments and the cost of living adjustments, they're heavily based on CPI. Now, we've talked about this a lot where the United States in a couple of years, it's really like 7 to 8 years right now, is not going to be able to pay the increased interest expense, Social Security payments, defense spending, all of those hard costs that the government has to use funds for every single year. They're not going to be able to do it in like 7 years if they keep going down the path that they're going on. So what they're going to try and do is mess with oil prices and try and get that energy down to either like lower CPI a little bit at face value so that the Fed can maybe come in and cut. But the real thing that they're probably worrying about is those cost of living adjustments for Social Security payments. I bet you knew people weren't expecting that, huh? All right, guys. Let's have a good day today, huh? I mean, ES is looking interesting here. It is moving to the upside. We can eliminate this here. This is no longer going to be something that I'm looking at. I am interested in this 50-60 level on ES. I do think it's possible that we go and trade down there. I think that is definitely an interesting spot that we could end up going down to. Well, let's see what happens today, ladies and gentlemen. Any tickers that you guys want to look at, let me know. I actually am looking for some upside setups. I haven't found any though. Like I can't really. There's not really anything all that good. I mean, oil. The problem is though, is that if I go for an upside setup on oil or natural gas or something like that, it's effectively playing into the same narrative as to why I have those inverse ETFs. So I don't necessarily want to be doing that as well because you could see oil up, market down, inverse ETFs up, gold, silver up, and I don't really want to like it. It's not a hedge. Like that's as simple as that. Like if I were to go for oil, it's not a hedge. NRG and GE. Is this nat gas? Oh, utilities. Oh, that does look interesting. I don't know if I'd trade that though. I don't know. How are the weed stocks? How's ACB doing? Nope. We nailed this. This was filthy. This was absolutely disgusting. But GE could be an interesting one. Why is it saying GE Aerospace? GE look. Ooh. 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 Hi, GE. Hello. I like that. I like that. Maybe I'd play around with that a little bit. Upside on SPY over 406.59. I mean, I don't know. I don't really care, honestly. Like, Jeff, if you think about it like this, like in the way that I trade and the way that I operate, like you guys see how nasty the strategy I use to day trade is. It's like I don't really care about the levels. I don't. Again, that's a discretionary way of thinking. It's saying, oh, if it gets above this level, I think it's going to continue. I do nothing in the market that is discretionary. Again, every single time that you're operating in the market, guys, your only job is to be a steward of your system. You can look at levels, you can do all of these things, but again, for me, why would I fix something that isn't broken? Like those two trades yesterday that you guys all saw of 1 to 8 risk to reward and 1 to 9 risk to reward. It's like why like how does again, it's not even up to me. The strategy says shoot, and I do. Boom, more money in the account. Thank you very much. On to the next day. You know, like I just don't necessarily care. And then if you look at the daily chart on it, it's like, I don't really want anything upside. I just want to be able to hedge some of these, even though these are already they already have stops and profit, and I've already taken profits on both Biddy and DRV. Where's the 10-year? 10-year down today. That's interesting. USD JPY coming down a little. That's going to be interesting to watch throughout the day today, ladies and gentlemen. Let's see. What else do we have? Yeah, guys, I tried to get that trade recorded for you guys yesterday, and my computer just lost its mind. It like was glitching out, doing all sorts of stuff, and I was like, all right, well, it was just lagging. Like the video wasn't doing it. The price changes were looking weird. So, I mean, at that point, I was already up. Like, I don't know, I forget what it was. What's the screenshot? Because that's what I closed it at. What was it? Was it 2,700? Oh no, 2,500. I mean, 2,500 bucks yesterday. That's not bad. I'll take it. I mean, I'm a little upset because not upset, but like the trade that you guys all hit in the morning on the stream that I just missed because I was distracted. I know I would have made like 6 grand off of that. So, you know, I mean, I still made money, but I mean, I'm very happy again that you guys were able to do that one. That was dirty. That was like you can't get much better at top tick death. Like that was probably one of the most perfect examples that you guys could see of the day trading mastery course strategy in real time. It was perfect. Biddy. All right. Let's see. Let's see. Anything coming through the news feed here? I don't think so. We don't really have a lot of news today. IMF warns surge in U.S. China debt could have profound impact on global economy. Yeah. Oh yeah. I mean that's for sure. IMF sees China's government debt doubling by 2053. U.S. debt up by 70%. Yeah, that makes sense. Whoa. IMF sees global government debt rising to 98.8% of GDP in 2029. Wow. 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 JPM. We could look at JPM. I think they're getting hammered, aren't they? Yeah, no, I'm not touching anything on JP. Your trade event glitched out yesterday as well. You had to restart your computer in the middle of your trades. Sucked, but ended up still green. Nice. Yeah, I mean, I was on like my Ninja Trader was losing its mind, but like it wasn't that. It wasn't the broker. It was my computer. Tinfoil hat time. I don't know, boy. I mean, it's fine. I mean, it was it. But remember, like my computer's been having issues for a while. Yeah, we do a beige book. My computer's been having issues for a while, so it's not the broker. It's just my system being overloaded. So we're gonna have to fix that because I mean that was a nasty trade yesterday. I like still have the recording. So what I might do today is go in and see what that recording looks like. But I don't know. I was just kind of like distracted. I was like, why is it not working? Just getting a mini computer for trading? Nah. I have so many computers. I've got this. I've got a Mac. I've got another one that I got for free. I got a lot of computers. All right, folks. What do we got? 11 minutes to go until market open. Do I still drink liquid IV? I kind of like, I mean, sometimes. I like drip drop. Drip drop's pretty good. Drip drop's pretty good. I like that one. Drink a lot of water. I'm trying to drink less energy drinks too. So I'm trying to like do like 2 coffees a day and just not go crazy with it. You know, energy drinks are bad. They're not good for you. Yeah, DRV back down. That makes sense. I want to see what happens with Biddy today. I'm not really looking to do a whole lot in terms of the swings. I mean, maybe we get another day trade setup, but after yesterday, come on now. That was ridiculous. Like, you had you guys know how crazy that is? They're on to the Lizard Swing King. I know. But I hope you guys can see at how fast we can change our, especially those of you guys that have paid attention to everything we've been doing with the swings. I mean, we changed our view very quickly. When most of the people that would trade these types of strategies would not. I mean, that's why when I say I put my own twist on it, that's where the benefits come, and we can start going for things like that. And this has been great. This has been great. I've already locked in a solid amount of money on this one, so I want to see what happens here. I think my stop is like here somewhere in profit. See what happens there. Good morning, Vixen, everyone. Good morning, Benjamin. Again, team, as you guys are filtering in, make sure you guys are hitting that like button on the stream. Helps out a whole lot getting these streams out to some more people. Again, there is nobody else that you guys are going to see on YouTube that can go through all the things like we can over here. You guys are going to learn a lot, not just about trading, but the overall market as well. I've said we've been talking about this week. I'm incredibly excited for the VIX Insights research reports that I'm going to be giving you guys. That is going to be probably the most valuable thing that you guys ever see. We're going to do company analysis. We're going to be doing breaking down like not news, but like the situations that are unfolding, like with USD JPY and the yen, and what's happening with potentially the United States government debt, the commercial real estate space. You guys are going to get some pretty professional level research reports for like basically $0. It's going to be great. So that should be good to go on Sunday, I think, if I can get it done. I had a lot of stuff I got to do, team. LOY, Health Sciences, Lilly's weight loss drug. Is that a GLP-1 or something? Oh, sleep apnea treatment. Oh, that's interesting. Yeah, I mean, you guys know, I like to kind of stay away from a lot of the healthcare stuff. Those names are tough to get right. Even tougher than like an Amazon. Nice run up pre-market. Yeah, I mean, how are things like Amazon behaving? That thing is still holding. Wow. What else? Tesla. How's Tesla looking this morning? Probably awful. Ooh. Kind of like that daily candle. I kind of like that daily candle. That's interesting. That is interesting, ladies and gentlemen. Huh. All right. Well, we'll see. I'm not going to be doing anything on that. I want to start paying attention to natural gas a little bit. UNG. I mean, UNG is back down. Because if you see like SPR, what they're doing with the SPR, I mean, you could see a little bit more demand for natural gas. UNG, boil, things like that. So we'll keep an eye on that. I mean, this doesn't really fit the way that the way that I trade things, so I'm probably not going to go for it. But we'll see. The Qs are moving nicely. Yeah, things are headed up in the pre-market here this morning, which is honestly a little bit shocking with what Powell said yesterday. But you could view it as the market was already expecting Powell to say things like he said yesterday. So now that he's already said them, it's almost like a buy the rumor, sell the news, but it's almost the opposite. It's sell the rumor, buy the news. In this example with what Powell had come out and said yesterday. So that could be what's happening here, but we will see. Tesla's about to explode. I disagree with you. I think at some point this year, we're going to get a really, really great trade. But the way that Elon is kind of managing that company right now, there's really all of the fundamentals of the business right now are not looking good. So I would not say that. But I mean, if it does give us the setup, obviously we're going to trade it. AMD, how's AMD doing? My baby. How's my baby doing? All right. I mean, it's up a little in the pre-market. Nothing crazy. How's Micron? Micron might have some juice. What do I think about VNDA? Are you talking about Nvidia or VNDA? Vanda Pharmaceuticals. I can probably already say that I'm not gonna like this chart at all, Joseph. Yeah, no. No, 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 no. You got a gap up on a biotech of a buyout, are you saying? Tesla is still in profit? What do you mean by that? Here's the thing that you got to think about, guys. Profitable? Yeah, that's great. Cool. Market doesn't price in necessarily like that. They price in future growth. Tesla will rocket if they start growing, which they're not. Or in this case, it seems like their growth is going to vastly slow down, especially with Elon making very big bets on autonomy. Now, he could be right and he could nail it, and that's very possible. Right now, though, I don't really want anything to do with Tesla. I would though if it dropped to like if we saw Tesla down at like 120 again. I mean, yeah, I'd start looking at that. Start taking a bite on some shares. I mean, you got this level down here at like 151. First level to really break through on Tesla to be like, oh no, is 150. You think leaps on Tesla would be nice if it gets close to the hundreds? It depends on the overall market conditions. It depends. From a lizard perspective, no, I just don't have time ever. Let's see. I'm always hanging out with you guys. And then when I'm sitting here and I'm like, I miss the nastiest day trades of the day. Well, no, I hit the second one, but the nastiest day trade of the day yesterday in the morning. I mean, that was just filthy. Oh, also, I don't think. I mean, some of you guys might know this, some of you guys might not. I mean that futures prop firm, My Funded Futures, that is the most insane deal I've ever seen out of prop firms ever. So let me grab this link for you guys. It's $50 for any size account, any of them. It's crazy. Like it even beats Apex. And I don't think that My Funded Futures has that intraday trailing drawdown. I think it's end of day. So the price point is actually better than Apex and doesn't have the intraday trail. So if you guys are interested, check that out. I just threw that link in the live chat for you. But I know Borek's been crushing it with those Apex accounts, man. There you go. What are the payout rules? I think they're very similar to Top Step. I think they're very similar to Top Step. All right. 3 minutes to go, ladies and gentlemen. I hope you guys are ready for another fun day here. Let's see. Where's the suit? I could throw some suits on. I have a lot of new suits. CLSK just said machines are paid to get 50. Interesting. Do they have a track record of giving payouts? Oh, yeah, they do. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, I see them a lot on Twitter. Let's see. All right, folks. 2 minutes. Here we go. Here we go. Let me see one of the new suits. You guys want to see one of the new suits? It's pretty cool. I mean, we can do that later. I've got one of them over here. I haven't even taken it out of the stuff yet. It's kind of like blue. It's not checkered, but it kind of is. It's sick. That suit is cool. I got a new. Then I got that like blue linen suit. From when I went to Kentucky a couple weeks ago. That was cool. We're not doing a fashion show, guys. What is this? Freaking entertainment television? No. You guys are weird. You guys are strange sometimes. You guys are strange. Mara so far following the path. Yeah, I mean, if that thing can get down into the launch zone, oh my, we are going to have a field day with that thing again. All right, 4 seconds. Here we go. Ding, ding, ding. Market open. Let's do it. DRV up. I mean, you got to see what's going to happen with this. This is just quoting the last trade. So once this thing starts trading, there's one. DRV's up. That's nice. Biddy's up. Nice. All right, let's see what happens with those. Here we go. All right, market coming down a little. Nothing crazy. Where's Tessie? Nothing. Where's like Nvidia? That's not bad there. I can't. Micron setup is the best one that I've seen for potential upside. So that'd be interesting. DRV above 46 again. That's not. If that thing could get a little bit of action today, that would be fun. USD JPY is chilling at like 154.50s, right around there. That's interesting. What's the 10-year doing? Nothing. Nothing right now. ES, a little bit of a slip. Nice gap up on ELF. Yeah, I mean, what are we going to do with a gap up, though? Oh, no. Thank you. No, thank you on that thing. Yeah, Biddy's going to be interesting with how Bitcoin moves today. If Bitcoin really starts to get selly, I mean, this thing could get nasty. DRV is a very, very, very solid trade that I entered on Friday. This was also one of the ones that was on the Swing Kings watch list for you guys as well. Yeah, well, I also got to start making those YouTube videos for you guys again. I couldn't yesterday. I got too busy. Today I might get a little busy as well, but tomorrow we should be good. Mastermind last night was awesome with you guys. I mean, we got another really epic one tonight where we go through those discounted cash flow models. Those are going to be real fun. We're doing it on Nvidia too, which will be fun. And Biddy looks good. DRV chopping around. I'd love to see this thing get some juice. I mean, my stops are well in profit. I think I have another limit around 51. If that thing can get up there, that would be pretty sweet, especially if the market were to come down. Yields higher, mortgage rates higher. Just in general, lending rates higher is going to send this thing up. Looking forward to it. Yeah, it's going to be fun. That's going to be fun. All right, what else do we have here? I want to check the news feed, see what we've got going on. I don't think there's anything. Nope. Nope. I mean, it is a slow day in terms of news. Coin setting up on the 4-hour. I don't trade the 4-hour, really. Coin is doing nothing here, man. Coin's doing absolutely zero. Coin is setting up to get hammered to the downside. Hammered. Biddy, DRV, those are looking good this morning, so we'll see what happens with these. USD JPY climbing a little, nothing crazy. How are yields? Basically unchanged from open. I mean, they're moving up a little, but nothing crazy. Nothing crazy there. Here comes DRV. Come on, buddy. Let's see. Dude, why is mine? Yeah, I mean, I'm up about 0.5% here today so far. I mean, you guys have seen the performance this week. It's been awesome. 2 weeks ago, I mean, I was up over 20% on the swing account. Last week was a little slightly red. But then this week we're just crushing it again. So, I mean, that's kind of that we've talked about how the equity curve will look with the swings. It's just nice stair stepping. Nice stair stepping. So this is nothing. I mean, maybe I'd get interested down in here. 50, 88, 50. That's probably where I'd see it. That would be an interesting one to trade today. So puts on coin. I don't want any more downside exposure. I already have the DRV and the BITI. I'm actually looking for something to the upside. The only thing that actually kind of looks good is Micron, but see, there it is. I mean, Micron does look interesting here. I mean, I could play this off the 5-minute opening range break, but I almost don't want to. Like, what's the point? Chip stocks with ASML results can be fishy today. How did ASML do? Oh, wait, they report after. Oh no, this looks like they reported. Yeah, this looks like they reported. So maybe you're getting that sympathy in the other way on some of the chips. Where's AMD? AMD coming down. That's annoying. Where's Nvidia? Nvidia kind of holding on a little bit there. USD JPY climbing. ES starting to move down. All right, let's see what we got. And do you ever? Can we stop committing crimes this early in the morning, please? I want to have my window open. I don't want to turn the AC on. It's nice outside. Oh, also, for those of you guys that aren't following me on Twitter, make sure that you guys are. We have a lot of these fun educational threads that are coming out. I'm going to try to get one going for you guys today. So it's Short the VIX one. Same deal with my, what do you call it? TikTok and Instagram as well. I mean, I've seen a lot of messages of people being like, is this your real account? And they're sending me images of like other like accounts that are not mine that are asking them for money. It's like, they're like, oh, do something about it. Guys, I can't do anything about it. There's nothing I can do about hundreds of accounts trying to impersonate me. There's literally nothing I can do. So don't send anybody money on the internet, please. That is like, I'm going to manage your account for you. No. No. Give me Bitcoin. I'll send you back double. That's ridiculous. The only thing I have, guys, is the mastermind and the courses, which are 50% off right now. And then we're gonna have that VIX Insights coming out, which is it's gonna be so cheap for everybody. It's gonna be like $15 a month. You get like 5 or 6 of those wildly like in-depth professional level research reports every single month. I mean, you guys are gonna get a lot of value out of that. ES trade from the pre-market low. That's kind of what I'm looking at there. Can't believe people fall for it. I mean, I can't either, but so, and then yeah, on that point too, you guys want the day trading mastery course that has like 16 winning month. That strategy's got like 16 winning months in a row now. And then the Swing Kings course where I teach you how to find stocks that are about to explode before they do. And not just that, I give you guys the watch list every single week. DRV is getting a little spicy here. There we go. That's nice to see. Nothing crazy, but it is looking for that upside move. Yield's not doing anything. USD JPY is a little bit calm today. Let's see. Dude, nothing on the news feed. Nothing on the news feed there, man. Lizards have a lot of parasites? I guess, man. Yin? What's Yin doing? Is he getting hammered? It's up a little. I mean, it's in the 18s. Where's Baba? Well, Baba's sub 70? Whoa, 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 whoa. Hello, Baba. Hello, Baba. I mean, if you see the dollar starting to continuously increase, it's not going to be great for Yin, but again, though, that can always start to make that revert. Where is Dixie this morning? Where is Dixie? Yeah, up like 0.5% on the day here. Nothing crazy. I'm not looking to go nuts. Like on the week, I mean, this account's already up like 8-9%. The swing account. So there's not really much else that I have to do. Nailed the Raytheons. Those were fun coming into Monday. Top ticked that, and then just riding out the BITIs and the Yins, or not the Yins. Sorry, the DRVs. The Yin is completely different. Let's see. Where's the dollar? Look what this looks like. Pink. Yeah, so we don't really need the dollar up here. What about Google? How's Google look? Yeah, I mean, I don't. It's very whipsawy. Micron. Let's see how this is doing. That doesn't look that bad, man. I just don't know if I want to take that. You know. I mean, we do have Netflix earnings tomorrow. We're gonna get really hot into earnings season next week. So you got to be careful of that. If we start to see companies reporting either really good or if we see companies report really good earnings, the market could get saved a little bit. If they're at expectations or lower, I think the market's going to have real issues. Just because of where these companies are currently trading and how the guidance and expectations have what they've been like over the last couple of quarters. I mean, going into the end of like last year, the second half of last year, everybody started sandbagging their estimates, meaning that they were coming out and putting out lower estimates of growth. That's one of the reasons why we were seeing the market sell off so aggressively into the end of the summer, into the end of the year, because a lot of companies were cutting guidance. But then when you go in and start to see, okay, next earnings season, companies are wildly beating those expectations. What do you see? Well, really, really aggressive moves to the upside because their actual numbers were so far ahead of what their actual expectations were from the previous quarters. William, what's up, man? How you doing? Yeah, DRV looks good. BITI is like down what? Nothing. A penny. This one I've been really a big fan of. The DRV has been fun. So even after if we can get up to this limit order here around 51 that I have, it's basically just targeting some of these levels in here. I mean, that's going to be where my scale out point is. If we get to like 48, I mean, I'm probably going to be moving stops up. Thoughts on DNUT? Do people still consume a lot of donuts in the USA? Yeah, dude. People are obese here. Think about it like this. When you see all of those weight loss drugs really gaining steam, especially in the US, what do you think? Yeah, they're eating donuts, man. They're eating donuts. This is Krispy Kreme, I think, right? Yeah. Not a chart that I'm interested in, but is interesting. Where's Salesforce? Hammered, Affirm, hammered, RKT. This was nasty a couple weeks ago with this one hammered. This was a dirty RKT trade. So we're just waiting for some of these setups to form again. That's all we're really doing. If we can get those, again, less trades, more profits, ladies and gentlemen. Most of the time when you guys see people talking about trading or markets in general, they're going to teach you guys in a way that basically leads you to the slaughter. Oh, try to make 1% every single day and see how that goes for you. It's going to lead you to make terrible risk management decisions, bad emotional decisions, and it does not end well over the long term. Everything that like I go through with you guys is all under the idea of having a long-term vision. You have to have a long-term vision in the market because once you can understand your data and the systems that you're trading with, the outcome of one individual trade becomes meaningless because you have a good understanding of what that strategy could potentially generate you over time. It makes it so much easier. I mean, and then that's why we can come in here and take these dirty like ES trades. That top tick yesterday by a tick was nasty. Mine was right in here, 5109 coming back to the downside. That one was really good. That was for the screenshot that you guys saw on Twitter and Instagram yesterday with the $2,500 gain. That was good. I mean, that was a real fun one. You lived in the USA in the 90s, and yes, people love donuts at that time, but did not know that they. Well, I mean, the people, dude, how do you not love donuts? Donuts are great. I love donuts. Do I eat them ever? No, probably like once a year. USD JPY is climbing a little. How are yields behaving? Nothing crazy. You're not seeing USD JPY be as aggressive today. So you might just see yields kind of fizzle in here. You know what I want to take a look at here too? GLD, gold. Gold looks good this morning. SLV, silver. Silver could be giving us round two. This one was filthy from what, two weeks ago? I don't know. I mean, 535% on this one. That was great. Gold miners though. JNUG. That thing's up. I think SLV could be setting up for some round two. SLV round two might be fun. Also, guys, if you guys wouldn't mind, we got a lot of people in here today. Hitting that like button on the stream, it just helps spread these streams out to some more people. Cost you nothing to do it. Helps me out a whole lot. Again, it makes it easier for you guys to find the streams too when you guys come back, if you guys do enjoy them. If not, I mean, you guys just turn notifications on for the channel. You guys get notified anytime I go live or post a video. MAG and PAAS. Let's take a look at those. Silver. Yeah, this one looks more like JNUG. That's not really for me there. But PAAS, what's this? Yeah, those kind of look the same. I kind of like just the silver ETF a little bit better. The Boomer Gold song. Well, I don't know what it is, but What do you think about USD CAD reacting to I don't trade Forex. The only reason why I'm looking at USD JPY is the and if you have the ability to trade for it. Yeah, I know, Romeo. Dude, I feel like a broken record sometimes with all the new people coming in. Lava Gamer, I don't trade Forex. The only reason why I'm looking at USD JPY is the actual macroeconomic effects of having the yen devalue that much. That's it. I'm gonna say it, if you have the ability to trade future stocks or options over forex, or even crypto, will get roped into the future stocks and options. You probably should be for a wide variety of reasons. Here we go again. Did I play shares of SLV? No, I traded the options on it. My options actually expired in May, but I mean, I was up. I saw them up. My target was 2660. I actually let them go a little bit further than this, and then as it came back down to like 2680 is kind of when I was ditching this. So actually, the target was like down in here. So I ended up ditching these up in here at like 2680. On this day too, which was almost a perfect sell for 535% on the rest of that position. HL and CDE, the rest of your miners. Yeah, I want to see this move flat. Where's CL? Where's oil today? Oil down potentially off the SPR. Release. You got UNG. How's UNG doing? Nothing, man. UNG is not. This one's just not going to interest me. I don't think. Not the biggest fan of the natural gas moves right now. Market not really doing anything. You normally trade gold, NAS 100, and US 30. Please just call it the Dow or NQ or like, please don't call it US 30. I understand, but again, I don't know where you're from, Lava Gamer. But if you have the ability to trade, especially futures, if you're trading, I mean, gold, NQ potentially, and then the Dow, it's the price movements are going to be a lot better. You don't have to do any of those wild calculations. There's not going to be any spreads. You're not going to have any slippage. Your data feeds are going to be better. The prop firms aren't trying to, like, I could just go on and on and on about just the Forex, like, trading space as a whole. The only time that I've actually really wanted to have a Forex account is here. That's it. That's it, to play this USD JPY move, because we knew it was coming. When you're talking about, when you look at what the Bank of Japan was saying and how they weren't really going to do anything in terms of limiting the devaluing of their currency, like, we knew that this was happening. And I said that if this was a stock, I'd be screaming at this thing that we want to take this to the upside. Now, again, we have made these connections in the past, and is something that we've talked about a lot this week, about the relationship between the yen and US bonds and the dollar. So when we actually saw this move here, we actually should have gone and taken downside positions on TLT. But the overall broad effects of what this had on the market still enabled us to get, and again, these were on the swing list, but still enabled us to get the BITI and the DRV. So it's not necessarily the end of the world that I didn't go for the actual bond play, and was able to take those downside moves, even though it's moving up, because these are inverse ETFs. What do I think about Uber Tech? What do you mean by Uber Tech? Yeah, I know. I feel like a broken record sometimes, because I know a lot of people like trade Forex because they see all those people on the internet with their stupid diamond watches and bright colored Lambos. That's just silly, guys. Like, I see those things in people of like the people that like I probably like in my personal life hang around with. We see stuff like that and we're like, oh God, really? This guy who just like doesn't know how to talk about markets at all is like, ooh, look at this. Nope. It's cool if you like cars and stuff. Like, I love cars, don't get me wrong, but the whole, like, lifestyle marketing stuff is like, you guys know that I had that stretch of time with, like, probably a year and a half where, like, I was just ripping it in the club all the time. Was it, like, really what we were doing over here? Like, is that why you guys were hanging around and listening to the things that I had to say? No. Like, no. Lithium. Tor, that's a good point. I gotta look into that a little bit more. Um, and you bring up a broader point of hunting that ES trade. That could be a good one. You bring up a broader point of how I think markets are gonna change. Let's say over the next 10 years. Um, and people who are really in tune with this are starting to say similar things of what I've seen. Like for me, and that big investment portfolio, well, big investment portfolio that I have, I mean, I've done very well by just buying things that are some of the things that are tech related. Some of the things obviously are not. I mean, Dix is in there. I mean, we have like I have a big position in Dix. Like that's not necessarily a tech name. So, like if you were to think about the way that the market is shifting in terms of higher inflation, higher rates, well, I don't want to say geopolitical, but like because that's not the correct term. We talked about that yesterday. But you look at those things as a whole, and I think that the way that money is managed and the way that capital is allocated in the public markets is going to have a big shift because of the effects of higher inflation. I think. I think. I think you're going to see a lot more people going into the energy space, commodities. You could see things like lithium, platinum, plate, all of those things starting to have a little bit more of a role in people's portfolios than they have historically. And that creates a big shift because if you think, well, you have all these tech names that could be very rate sensitive, if rates are going to be higher for longer and inflation is going to be higher for longer too, I mean, you have a very interesting shift happening in the market right now that the way that people have invested over the last basically since '08 is going to vastly change because you've just basically been in ZERP or in QE for the entire time. Like anybody can make money in those times. Here's the other point that I want to talk about as well. A lot of people have been saying that, oh my God, it's an election year. They're not going to let anything bad happen to the market or the economy. Okay, well, so 2008 was not an election year. What about that? So I'm not saying again, I'm not coming from that perspective and saying, well, I'm very bearish on everything and I think there's going to be a crash, but it's intellectually dishonest to say, "Oh, just because it's an election year, nothing bad can happen." That's not true. That's just factually incorrect. So, I don't know. We'll see. That's one of the reasons why I'm focusing in on some of those other setups here and then not going too crazy. You guys have seen what we've been able to do over the last like 6 months here. Like when the market turns to the upside, guys, it's print city. Like it's just we had that stretch of time where like it was impossible for us to take all the trades. There were so many good setups and they all were firing off. Now you got to be a little bit more nimble. Got to be a little bit more nimble. Biddy's flat today. DRV's still up 0.8, came down a little bit off the high. USD JPY is coming up here. What are yields doing? Yields are not budging. 2020 was pretty epic. Yeah, 2020 just accelerated the all the issues that we've had since '08. But like even like since 2008, I mean, think about what stocks have done. They've just ripped. Jack be nimble. Yep. Yep. Oh my God, we're almost at 100 likes already. Thank you guys. I appreciate it. For all of you guys that are new to the stream, hopefully you guys are learning some things. Finding some value in the overall insights that we're giving. Again, you guys are going to see some crazy research reports coming out over the next few weeks there, especially when I roll out VIX insights to you guys. Those are going to I love writing these things for you guys too. Like it's one of my favorite things to do. Like go through, do the research, write it up and send it. Like I love doing that. So I think you guys are going to have enjoy it as well. And the feedback that I've gotten so far, I mean, you guys are ready for it. I think at this point, with that stepping up of the research that you guys are going to be able to understand it, especially those of you guys that are in the mastermind. What broker do I recommend for future stock trading? Use Interactive Brokers for investments, but aren't really sure what brokers open for a day trading account. Well, I think you can day trade on Interactive Brokers. I think their margin rates for futures are a little higher. I would check out NinjaTrader and Tradeovate and see if in your region you're allowed. Very insightful write-ups. Oh no, you guys are gonna like even the newsletters that you guys get for free every week, like these are gonna blow those out of the water. You're new to trading, but learning. Any advice for a newbie? Yes. One, I have a lot. If anybody says they're giving you alerts, they're schemers and they're committing crimes because you can't do that. That's just not allowed. So, and you also have never seen anybody actually make a significant amount of money or learn anything from alerts. Second thing is you always have to have a long-term vision. And I want you guys to always internalize less trades, more profits. I could take one trade in a month if I needed to. Two trades. If the market's not giving me the setups that I need and it's not allowing, and my system is saying don't do anything, remember, all I am is a steward of the systems that I have built. That's all I'm doing. DRV coming down a little, Biddy back into the green a little. The miners are already hitting the bottom. Shoot the moon. I think they have more room down, especially. I want to see what happens with the halving. But Mara, I'm incredibly interested in. This is playing out exactly how we thought it was going to. This downside. Now, again, if when we were talking about Mara downside up in here about what I wanted to see, I mean, I probably could have made a boatload of money on this downside move. Doesn't really fit the setup. Okay, not taking it. RTX. Ooh, yeah. RTX was looking really good. Yeah, I like that. I like that. I want to see if it can break. This one I would just play typically just a clean break. I bought calls Friday off of this level here at about, it was right around 100, I think is when I got them. Sold them basically at open on Monday for like 101. I think it was in the 101.50, so right around there. So that was a nice little, right around 100% gainer. That was fun. Gives you quota day trade if you don't have 25. What are you talking about there, William? I mean, are you talking about PDT, the pattern day trading group? There is no PDT in futures. PDT does not exist in futures trading. Let's see. Is there anything coming through the news feed? Like, it just seems slow. It just seems slow. Tesla 11 minutes ago, nothing. I mean, we have something from Nikki Leaks. No, yeah, I don't. That's not really going to be important for us. No, I don't really see much here, guys. Do you mentor? I mean, so here's the deal with the so all the courses are one-time fee, but what I do for you guys is, again, I'm always around to answer your guys' questions. They're also 50% off right now. So I trade future stocks and options mostly. I mean, I screw around with crypto a little bit, but nothing crazy. So when you guys take advantage of that 50% off deal, you guys shoot me messages on Instagram or Twitter. I'm always around to help you guys out. Always around. No scheduled news till Netflix. Aren't they after hours tomorrow, though? I mean, we're going to have the jobs report tomorrow. And GDP? Hold up. Wait, that might be next week. Hold on. It just flashed up for me. Hold on. Yeah, no. So we're going to have the jobs report tomorrow morning. 10 a.m. is going to be existing home sales, which will be interesting. Oh, my God. We have Fed speakers everywhere tomorrow. Bowman, Williams, Bostic twice. Oh, Lord. So, yeah, I can grab that link for you guys, too. So here you guys go. That this is the link to grab the 50% off deal. If you're interested in it, go for it. If not, I mean, be very, very, very careful trying to listen to these other idiots out there. Be very careful. And then, yeah, anybody that's been in the taking those educational courses, if you guys want to give a little feedback on what your experience has been like in them, let the people know. ES coming down a little. Where's Bitcoin? Because I'm watching Biddy, but like I kind of want to see how Bitcoin's moving. You got this right here. If this thing goes bye-bye, uh-oh. Riot. Yeah, I really only trade Mara on the cryptos, like the miners. MicroStrategy too. I mean, I gave you guys MicroStrategy at what, 600-700. that week. I think it was right here. Yeah, it was right here. So I gave you guys MicroStrategy between these two candles on Sunday, and then the stock proceeded on the Swing Kings watch list, and then the stock proceeded to double. So they don't call me the Swing King for no reason. Did I get filled on the ES trade? No, the ES trade would. What are you talking about? This is from 5101 to 5120. This is not going to have enough risk, I don't think. I would be looking for this one all the way down here up to this top. James, no. What do you call it? This I don't even think would have more than 2 points of risk on it either. Can you connect a funded account to any brokerage? Well, you don't necessarily connect a funded account to a brokerage. What you do is they give you the account credentials to log into and trade on. No, James, I've built my own strategies. I mean, I've been using these forever. They're nasty. Especially the one that I showed you guys in the day trading mastery course. I mean, that thing is sick. Where were do I still have these drawn out? No, but yesterday, I mean, you can go back on the stream. I missed this one. I was too busy screwing around on the live stream. So the entry was 51, 10, 25. So you got triggered right here. And then full TP was all the way down here at 50.87. That was about a 1 to 9 risk to reward on that one. You guys it was crazy seeing you guys nail those. And then I actually took this one off of, and then I posted a screenshot on Twitter of how much I made on it, and my Instagram story as well. So this was about a $2,500 win. It was a little more, but so right here, 5109 entry. The take profits were down in here. My computer was losing its mind, so I just cut it, booked the $2,500 for the day, and was done. 3.25 of risk for this one. Yeah, there's 3.25 of risk. This one, there's no way it's 3.25. Oh, you've been out of the markets for a while? James, welcome back, buddy. Welcome back. Coming back at a good time. This one's still looking good. I think we may have a bit of a Groundhog Day today. Well, I mean, I made this joke yesterday in this group. I was like, so Powell tried to change his last name to Volcker. Market dies. Then he says emergency rate cut. And then he says, haha, just kidding. And then nothing happens. Helped a lot. Always down to learn new stuff. Yeah, James, awesome. I mean, that stuff's still good, man. Once you see some of the things that I got for you, though, you're gonna be like, wait, what? The overnight strategy that I have for you guys that's out for free on YouTube, that's a good one. The Swing Kings course is filthy. Again, though, we don't have to talk about that. I mean, I'm really excited though to get VIX insights out for you guys. Like that's gonna be my favorite thing to do. Do those research reports, get that high level info out for you guys. Biddy above 830 there. Biddy moving up. DRV looking okay. Here we go. Sell, sell, sell. All right, guys, I got to grab water really quickly. If you guys wouldn't mind, as always, hitting that like button on the way in, I will be right back. It'll take me 2 seconds. All right, I'm back. Yeah, ES coming down a little there. I mean, that's going to be good for my inverses. We're 10 years moving up as well. 10-year yields are moving up. USD JPY is moving up here. Watch out. Watch out. Let's see. Yeah, it's getting hit here. Let's see. That's interesting, actually. I kind of like that move. DRV moving. There you go, Boric. Go work there, buddy. Yeah, you got a lot of these zones in here. You got to watch out. Ooh, we're 19 likes away from 100. Thank you, team. U.S. to reimpose Venezuela oil ban. Interesting. Interesting. All right, let's see what we got here. See what this market wants to do. Biddy moving. Biddy's moving here. MicroStrategy just got hammered. That was just down 2%. Now it's down 4.7. Hold up. Hold your horses. All right, let's see. Yeah, Biddy moving. That's good. DRV's not getting that pop, though. That's interesting. I would expect it to with the market doing what it's doing. Dude, I'm going to have to go through do some magic getting these tickers for this week. There may not be any. I mean, there was that one week I think we had no tickers on the swing list. I mean, that might be another week like this. We just kind of let it go. I also think, though, the market wants to hunt this 50-60. Here's why. It's just like a level from down in here. It looks far away on the daily, but it's not. Like these two right here, 50-60, 250 and 50-60. If this market starts to drop, I mean, it is far. It's 40 points away, but it's not out of the question. Biddy's starting to move. That's nice. Up another penny. I don't know. I'm up like 0.5% on the day here. Nothing crazy. Like, what are we up on the week? What's today? That doesn't seem right. Yeah, like 8% on the week. That's good. 8% of the week on that account is good. I mean, you guys saw the day trade from yesterday. That was pretty filthy. Market bouncing back up. And then the one from last week in the video was pretty nasty too. I just had to sit around in it all day. I was like, what? Like sit around just to make like $3,000, which obviously is good, but you know, could have been better. Like to the downside. Well, I'm going to be looking at some of those inverse ETFs, Daily Taylor, and really getting into like silver, oil, and things like that. I think that's where we're going to have to start hunting. That's really when we're going to start to have to hunt. Which, I mean, it's done very well for us this week. DRV and Biddy were on that Swing Kings watch list. There you go. DRV was the one that gave the entry right around where I had it. So that's Monday. Drops down a little, opens, comes right back up. Boom. That was a great one. I mean, that's phenomenal. The best shares trade that we've had, I mean, has been this one, ACB. This was just disgusting. I kind of like trading shares. Like, especially in this environment, like it's been really helpful and honestly really profitable to be trading the shares. Like, yeah, like obviously we're gonna still trade the options, but like I kind of like it. You get more clean risk to reward. It's cleaner. Like, yeah, it's fun to go out and nail like the 1400% DraftKings or whatever, but again, the risk to reward profile is the same. You know, a lot of other variables with options as well. I mean, I kind of like the shares. It's kind of the same thing with like the difference between trading like day trading options and day trading futures. It's like I like the pure risk to reward on futures. Like I rarely day trade options now. Rarely. Unless I've had an insane day and I want to sling some SPX in like the last hour. That's really it. Which those can be really fun. Less stressful. Yeah, I mean, you set your stops, you set your limits, you're done. Like everybody with 9 to 5 jobs can just go nuts with trading the shares on it. And that's the other thing too. Like you see a lot of these people talking about like, ooh, 9 to 5 bad. It's like, shut up. I don't get that, man. Because there's not, you gotta realize, like, to do what like there's differences. Like everybody always sees like the all the nonsense on social media that's like, ooh, look, I do this, I'm done. All right, here's a good example. All of these like day in the life of a day trader videos, every single one of them is fake and it's not real. Okay, so you made money in 30 minutes and then you went around and shopped all day? What kind of life is that? Boring. Boring. It's to just bait people in to the to all the lifestyle nonsense. It's like, okay. And they're not even teaching anything that actually works. They're like, ooh, take my alert, pay me every month for nonsense. It's like, all right, man, have fun. Where's DRV? Probably down. Yeah, 46.24. I don't get it. Like, you get people fall for it all the time. Let's see. Where's the 10-year? It's slowly coming. See? It's slowly making its way up, especially on the 15-minute. What's the 1-year? That's an interesting look on the 1-year. That's an interesting look. Huh. Okay. Yeah, slip, slip. You found a good day in the life trader? We'll send you a channel. Oh, perfect. But it's like, oh yeah, you just did nothing and then shot. It's like, what are you doing? You don't have other things you gotta do? You know how busy I get? I have stuff to do constantly. Nobody thinks big enough. Yes, slipping. I'm interested. It's very interesting that DRV isn't getting this move. I mean, this thing is ripped, but Biddy's looking good though. If this market, the bottom drops out of this thing and you actually go down and hunt that 50, 60, Biddy could go nutty. Biddy could go real nuts there. ES coming down for an entry? It might. It might. It might. This guy's way different. Oh, sweet. Come on. Where is it? It's got to be like right here. 50.90. And it might even be like right here. Right in the middle. 50.92. That might be where it is. If you were gifted 1,800 warrants, some cores, I can exercise up to a year out. Half. They were in bankruptcy. I don't know. I'd have to look at that. I'd have to look deeper into that, buddy. I don't know. Yeah, I'd have to look because it's. Are you talking about like the bankruptcy and then the tax implications? I don't know. I'd have to look into it deep. I probably do know. I'm not gonna give you advice, but look at Mara. I want Mara to continue dying. That's what I want. Keep going down. Go to my launch zone. Go sell. Collapse. More red on Mara is what I want. Here's why. I want it lower, man. I want that thing to drop. Quick $1,200 on ES. Thanks. No problem. No problem. You guys are crushing it, man. You guys are crushing it. Squirrel Strat says go long. Yesterday's low, 8 tick stop. This? Well, then you're risking here, I'm guessing. So you're basically going 50, 78, 75. And then, I mean, I would go stop below that low, but You can do what you want. I mean, that's not how I would trade it at all, but I mean, Squirrel, if that works for you, go for it, man. I really need the fundamentals and reality checks you provide, up 24% today. There you go, Johnny. There you go, buddy. Just wait till what we give you guys in these research reports and VIX insights. Oh, boy. Die, Mara. Go. Sell. Hard. Bye-bye. Knife. Here would be fine. I'd be okay if this is where the bottom was or around this area, but ideally I want it down in the launch zone. That's in an ideal world. That's where I want it. I mean, this was the 1200. I mean, let me see if I can draw this out. I can't. I mean, I can just redo it. This was the Mara trade. It's right here. So this was the 1200% Mara. So that's what that looked like. This one was even dirtier. I mean, I was screaming this on Twitter. I was like, if you guys thought the last Mara trade was great, you haven't seen anything yet. And then blast off. There goes DRV. Earthquake in Japan. That just hit the feed. Yeah, I mean, I'm up like 0.6 today. I mean, it's just adding a little bit more to the cash balance. I mean, I don't have to have these crazy nuts double-digit percentage days every day. Monday was great. Monday was real good. And then we've just been slowly stacking it up throughout the rest of the week. How about gold? Gold, I think, is interesting, but I don't think you're asking about gold in the way that I'm talking about gold. I mean, you look at GLD here on the daily, this thing is getting ready, I think. Round 2 on gold. That'd be fun. I mean, I nailed the silver move. This is my silver trade. So, I mean, we'll see. We'll see. I'm not looking to do anything on it yet, but we'll see. DRV's up 1%. That's good. That's good. BITI is up another 1.27. That's good. That must mean it's slipping. That must mean it's getting a little nasty there. Yep. Here we go. Here we go. Let's see. Yeah, shoot the moon. I'm not sure about that one, though. That's a tough one. About 6 months back, exercisable at 7. But if they're bankrupt, you probably can't get anything because it's technically equity, isn't it? I don't know. That's going to be that would be a bankruptcy attorney question. I don't happen to be a bankruptcy attorney. Sorry. Sorry about that. 4% on the portfolio. Done for the day. There you go, Christopher. There goes Biddy. There goes Biddy. Love that, man. Love that. They're out of bankruptcy, so they restructured. Yeah, looking good, man. I mean, those are really the only 2 things I'm riding over here. Biddy and DRV. Letting them rip. Letting them rip, man. So, let's see what we get throughout the rest of the day. Bitcoin selling down 3. Oh, there we go. Die. Knife. Sell hard. If Bitcoin got back to like 51K, oh my God, Biddy would go ape shit. Sorry for that language there. Biddy would end up being like up in here, 10, something crazy like that. That would be nasty. DRV moving. There we go. ES just kind of chopping around in here. Let's see. Mastermind tonight's going to be fun, too. Bounce a little. I want to see DRV get nasty. That's what I want to see. and Biddy. But if that were to happen, I mean, this market would go whoop, done. And it's not gonna be a, well, I don't want to say it, but like it's probably not gonna be a today thing. It's not just gonna go boom, blast off craziness today. It could, but I don't necessarily see that with the lack of data coming through across the board, you know? You know? All right. Yeah, and again, team, you guys want to take advantage of that 50% off deal to all the education? I mean, the link is at the top of the live chat there, but I'll throw it in here one last time for you. I mean, you guys have seen the results on it. Yeah, there's some testimonials on there. I mean, there's a lot more on my Instagram page. I mean, shout out to you guys that have been following along on Instagram. That account is growing like crazy. They might get this here. They might go for this a little bit. I don't know. I mean, they easily could try and hold it up, especially if the market hangs on in general, but they might want to do some spiciness on Bitcoin here. It should be fun, obviously. I'd have a great time with that. Die. Make me some money. Some more money. Oh, they're set to pay out the rest of their debt in the next 6 months. Well, we'll see. I have no experience with that company, so I have no idea. USD JPY is looking to go green. Where are our yields? Yields are still coming up. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Uh-oh, market. Let's see. Dude, I love Antonio Brown's Twitter. It is so funny. Makes me laugh every time. Every time it gets me. Biddy. What's the low? 61,308. All right. What's the Fed watch tool saying? How are we looking here? I mean, May, we're not doing anything. There's a 1.6% chance of a hike. Nothing in June, staying the same. July, 56% probability we're holding in July. Wow. September, 45.6% chance of one cut in September. November, 42. December. Yeah, they're only really pricing in one cut this year. Wow. Oh, here comes Bitcoin. Here it comes. Is it already morning there? It's 10:22 a.m. for me. So up like 0.75% today. That's not bad. Letting these positions cook. That's new lows on Bitcoin there. There we go. And see if Biddy wants to catch some steam, get above 850. That would be fun. ES getting knifed. DRV is not really getting that move though today. That's interesting. Could it be decay on a 3 times lever? It could be, but I wouldn't expect that. There it goes. See, I was a little surprised. I was like, I wonder why DRV is not moving. And then boom, orders coming in. Order filled. All right, let's see. Biddy's looking for 850 here. We got Bitcoin. Whoa, boy. Here we go. Here we go, Bitcoin. Pay me. Pay me. Come on. Yeah. Now we're up about a little over 1% on the day here. There we go. Let's see if this thing can really get dirty. Downright nasty. What is that? 60K? No, that's 59. Oh, was that the entry on ES? Oh, that would be annoying if I missed that one too. Screwing around watching Bitcoin again. Bitcoin bounce. DRV holding. Looking good, team. Looking good. You want to hear our favorite sound? Oh, I don't know if we're going to get it today. I gotta look. I gotta go hunting, man. Not yet. Yeah, I'll have to take a look at it. I usually don't do anything on the stream. Most of the trades too will come like after the stream and in the afternoon. That's one of the reasons why I extended the stream, because usually we were going till 10:30, but like most of the trades are happening after anyway. And I know you guys really like to hear like the insights that I have and things like that. So um we're taking it to another level though, team. And again, if you guys aren't following me on Twitter yet, make sure you guys do that, or X, short the VIX1. That is going to be another good resource for you guys too. Bitcoin bounced right back. DRV still holding. ES did as well. Gap fill reversal. Where's the gap, buddy? Where's this? This little one right here? Like right here? Are you talking about SPX? Been taking it slow, really trying to up my knowledge, and I have, thanks to you. One of one. I appreciate you, man. Yeah, I mean, I wanna, and the thing is I wanna make sure that we have something. If again, like you guys, we've talked about it a little in the past, but things are gonna change throughout the going into the end of this year. But I want to make sure that I have something for you guys that we don't I really ever have to stop. And that's where VIX Insights is gonna come in. Oh, ES regular hours yesterday from. Oh, gotcha. Yeah, I'm not a gap person. Um, because to me, and there's a lot of ways that I like to trade. It's all with logic and reasoning. And one of the things that I always like to look for is a logical place to put a stop, which is where the trades are invalidated. And I like those to be tight, which is again why you can see. I don't know why. I mean, I can leave. Let's put the. I mean, we can throw the trade. You guys can also just go back in the stream and watch this play out from yesterday. But this one right here with. Oh no, it's right there. Boom. It was like a 2.5 point stop, which was insane. And then you're targeting this. Oops. And then you're targeting this low. That one was dirty for a 1 to 9.3 risk to reward. Then mine actually came in up in here, but my setup was actually short off of 5109. And then I played it down to that first TP. My computer was losing its freaking mind. So then I just cut it, made the $2,500 and was done. Where did it open? 154,709. All right, so it's got a little ways to go. What's the 10-year? It came back down a little. Yeah, so it was no. I feel like that would have triggered though. Oh, maybe it's like right here. So you missed it by a tick or two. Oh, that's it. What's the entry on it? Does anybody have the number on it? I just haven't done it yet. I'd like to see where it is though. Where would the entry be on the ES? All right, Bitcoin moving back down. What was that prop firm you mentioned earlier? $50 a challenge. It's called My Funded Futures. So if you guys want the link for that, that's the craziest deal that I've ever seen on futures prop firms. So here's the link to it. There you guys go. 50, 88, 70, 88, 75. So what's the low here? Oh, so you missed it by like a couple points. Oh, because it's this tail. Gotcha. Yeah, so it missed by a couple points. I mean, that's kind of right back up to probably where first TP would be anyway. So I'd probably ditch it. And I don't know though. We'll see. I'd have to look at it after. Thoughts on Apple? We can take a look at Apple, especially on the daily here. No, I hate this. I do not like Apple. You went long at 50.93. Where's your stop? So you entered here. Where's your stop? Oh, are you just playing the like below the gap? Is it better to take the higher funded account for My Funded Futures or the lower funded account? Well, the deal actually makes way more sense. Like you're getting the best deal on the 150K account. because like all the other like at Top Step it's like $150 a month for the 150. At My Funded Futures it's like $50. For Apex I think it comes out to like $80, and then you still have to pay the activation fee. And I think even I think My Funded Futures does have the activation fee, but even with the lower cost upfront, it still makes more sense. 5085 would be better long. Not for our stuff. DRV coming back. There we go. I like this one. That top tier limited takers for equity. I've never heard of that one, so I'm not sure. Options, you can't trade options on a prop firm anywhere. Some of them offer stocks, but it's like a select list and you're trading the CFDs. So you're basically using the nonsense Forex brokers to do it, which I don't think makes sense. Let's see. Yeah, and I think the activation fee is the same for all, too. Where's Bitcoin? Biddy's looking for it. If Bitcoin falls below here, what's the lows? The exact lows. 6082 or 6822, sorry. 6771. So it's really this one, but if you start to get some speed down below there, DRV moving. That's how we like to do it, ladies and gentlemen. See how relaxed it is? I feel like a lot of people enter the market and they like, I want to scalp the 1 minute time frame, take 10 trades a day and try to make 1%. It's like, have fun, you're gonna fail. Like, it's easy. It's as easy as that. You try and do the exact same things that everybody else is doing, but the problem is that all of those other people are failing. So you're saying I want to do what all those people do. It's like, okay, have fun. What do you think? You think your results are going to be different? Probably not. Just use basic logic, ladies and gentlemen. Hold on. Hold on. All right, let's see. Biddy going. ES not doing much for us here. You want to get into futures? You just don't think you're ready? Oh, no, you definitely are. It's way simpler than options. Way simpler. And then again, also like in those courses I provide you guys, I mean, I give you the in-depth breakdown of the futures market and how futures work and everything like that as well. So that's all available for you guys too. Here comes Biddy. There we go. Biddy's looking for 850 again. Am I looking for pre-market low? No. No. Let's see. Where'd Coinbase go? I bet this thing got hammered. Yep, there it is. Bye-bye. That 4-hour chart that we said earlier that was looking like it wanted the knife off of the 10. Oh, yeah. Bing, dead. Bing bong. Coinbase is slaughtered. I thought the same about futures until Vix explained. Love futures now. Oh, thanks, Mo. I appreciate that, buddy. Where's BTC? This might have bounced a little. Oh, no, it didn't. It did not. DRV still hanging up there. I'd love to see DRV get above like 47 today. That'd be nice. Then I'm $4 away from that TP. We get one crazy day in the market. It runs up there, hits that. Ooh, Biddy crossing 850. Bitcoin. Here we go. So what are we up here? About 1.1-ish%. Yeah, I got my Bitcoin alerts firing off. There we go. All right, so it cracked this. Yeah, here we go. Dude, look at this. Here we go, ladies and gentlemen. All right. It's 7.7, right? It's like 67.71. Yeah. So what did this hit? Oh, no, that cracked that low. They're trying to hold it off here, but if the sellers are strong enough, this thing is going to go, oops, bye-bye. I think. Who knows? Doesn't matter. I got my stops and profit. They popped it a little. They tried to buy it off that level. Is it better to trade the stock market rather than Forex? 1000% yes. I mean, that's my opinion, but my opinion is backed up by the data feeds on the brokers are terrible. The spreads are awful, are worse. You're going to have to deal with crazy slippage. The prop firms are most of the time just trying to steal from you. Like, that's why. Like, I'm not just going to say it because I do it. Like, there are reasons why I don't touch it. It's like sticking your head in the alligator's mouth and trying not to get bit. Your trading view's glitching? Mine's not. Mine's fine here. They popped it off of that level. Very interesting. ES came up a little there. USD JPY is still hunting. How are our yields? Not doing anything. Nothing. Is it better to do the overnight strategy with a 50K or more funded account? I would say you almost want to do it on 150K or 100K. Like, could you do it on the 50K account? Yeah, you could. But I would say it's going to make a lot more sense to do it on the larger accounts because you're risking on one contract, you're risking 450 a day, basically, the way it's taught. So the larger the account, the larger the drawdown that you have, the better. Because you could have those 1 or 2 nasty days where the overnight strategy just prints. You make like 2-3 grand on one contract, and you're like, all right, cool. Didn't the BTC ETFs in Hong Kong get approved? Yes. When does that money come flowing into Bitcoin? Probably post-halving is when they're going to do it. That would be my assumption. And think about it, like if you're looking at charts of Bitcoin and overlaying it on what happens with the halving, typically you do see a little bit of a sell-off. Now, granted, that doesn't mean that it's going to happen again, but it is very possible that does happen too. The 30th for the halving? It might be. I don't know. I'd have to look. I'd have to look. Yes, slip. If this market drops and Bitcoin starts to go with it, you might be looking at 59,157. I kind of like the 4-hour on Bitcoin, though. It does look a little bit, not cleaner, but you can see the levels a little bit better. See? They just bounced it right off of these. Oh, halving is the 20th. Hong Kong is the 30th. Right, so post-halving. Like, that would make the most sense for them to do it post-halving. The problem is, though, with the Bitcoin ETFs is it introduces more volatility. People think it's a good thing, but it can be good, but it's probably not. Because we talked about this yesterday, with the weekend moves on Bitcoin, at market open Monday, if you see a bunch of ETF holders wanting to sell, it furthers the selling of Bitcoin because they're just going out and selling the holdings that they have in the ETF after the move has already happened. So people get scared. They start selling after the move. They're like, I don't want this ETF. It says 2 days and 10 hours away. Oh, well, it's math. Again, it's not an exact time when it happens. It has to do with mining and like how many Bitcoins have been mined. Yeah, a little bounce across the board. DRV is still holding up here. I like that. I'm liking that. Is there anything in here? Well, Bitcoin back up, Biddy. So you didn't get that follow through down below those levels. That's interesting. That is interesting, ladies and gentlemen. We'll see what happens here. I mean, the chart is definitely not looking great. You are at some key levels of support, but you got to see if it can hold. You got to see if it can hold. Oh my God, we're 6 likes away from 100. Thank you guys. I appreciate it. We had a lot of slackers in here earlier. You guys are coming through. Thank you guys. I appreciate that. What else? Let's check the news feed, see what we got. I don't think there's anything. Guys, it is a slow day in terms of news. Slow. It's fine. Just let our positions print. I'm gonna see if I can get some nasty stuff for you guys for the Swing Kings watch list this weekend on Sunday. I think I can find some good stuff. It's gonna be both ways. So we're actually gonna there's gonna be a little bit of like not hedging involved, but there are gonna be charts on both sides that look good. Less so on the upside, depending on what happens going into the end of the week. But we'll see. Bitcoin goes to 1 million. They'd skyrocket. TLT, TMF still green, heading back up. Well, yields are down today, so that would make sense. So if the 10-year starts to come back down, you might see the market pop back up. But you got to be careful of this. This is what nobody in the market, especially on like social media, is paying attention to right now, and they absolutely should. I don't want to do the whole rant again because we've already done it like so many times. I do have a little Twitter thread out there on it, so if you guys haven't read that yet, again, my Twitter short the VIX1. So make sure that you guys are taking a look at that. But this is incredibly important with the yen movement. Very, very, very important. Oh, Bitcoin ripped there. They really bought that hard off the level there. Interesting. Okay. The best contract position size. Contract size doesn't matter. Risk per trade is what matters. You could trade the max contracts and risk like quarter of like a tick. But I would say, I mean, about like 10%, 10 to 15% of your allowed max drawdown is usually what you want to do. With Apex, that you probably want to make that a little less just because of the trailing. Because it trails intraday. All the other ones trail Top Step and My Funded Futures trail at the end of the day. So, I mean, I have the Apex link for you guys too. I know a lot of you guys really do enjoy Apex. I mean, you can have up to 20 accounts and go absolutely nuts with it. They usually have some pretty crazy deals too. So, I mean, I can throw the Apex link in there for you guys as well. DRV holding, Biddy back down to 840. I mean, that's still up 1.76% of the day. That's good. That's good. I kind of want to move my stop up a little on it, but I almost, I kind of want to do that. Yeah. Yeah. Move my stop up a little bit on Biddy. Check news. They want to go wait, nuclear energy, or I don't see the news. Can you send it to me? It's not on my news feed. Because I have a few of them and they're not on either of mine. Oh, no, I don't think that's it. Yeah, slip. All right. Wow, they really bought Bitcoin off of that low there. Wow, they got scared, man. All that buying pressure coming in there, they got a little scared of that. Let's see what we got. Yeah, I like this one. I'm not worried about the decay since it's a 3 times levered, but like a little bit. But like if we start to see the market continue doing what it's doing, this is probably going to be fine. But I've already scaled out. I mean, I have stops and profit, so I kind of want to just let this thing go, see how it ends up. Any big news today? No. Yes. I mean, the market's not doing anything. There's no big news coming out, and we haven't received any real big news yet. Let's see. Let's see. Cool. Sent. All right. Thank you. Ooh, 20-year bond auction today. Oh, I'm surprised I didn't see that. Oh, maybe it was lagging on my Twitter. That might be why. Striking nuclear facilities on the table. Oh boy. Oh boy. Do we have the 20-year auction today? Hold on. That's going to be massive. Not in terms of like the actual auction size. It's just like is this today? 17th? Hold on. That would be interesting. Yeah, 20. Wow, we have the 20 today. That's going to be interesting. Ooh, man. Oh boy. Watch those bond yields around 1 p.m. Oh boy. Yeah, so it'll be like between 1 and 105 is when that news is going to come out and get disseminated. ES is just a snooze fest today. I may end up not doing anything on this thing today. Just like, wow, they ripped that. Biddy's still up nice. DRV looking good. Wow, that's pretty nuts. You also want to watch this during the auction, USD JPY. I'm not going to be live for the auction, obviously, but watch the bond yields and then also what USD JPY does in relation to the auction. So, I mean, you guys that have been in the mastermind, we went through how to read those, the auction reports. So, again, that's going to be an important thing to know, especially when those numbers come out today. You're a big time lagging overall. All right. Are bond auctions high impact? What do you mean high impact? Bond auctions are very important, especially these days. Especially these days with the like the reason is I feel like I don't want to be a broken record, but the $7.6 trillion of debt you need to refinance. I mean, or roll over, not refinance, but that's important. Bitcoin kind of popped up, coming back down. DRV hanging out. Slow day. Slow day. I mean, again, not every day is going to be me coming out here and slinging 1,000% gains on options. But again, I mean, with the stuff that I teach you guys, every trade can go, especially with the swings, like those Maras, the ACBs. Do I know that it's going to happen every time? No, but we are always in the position to be able to capitalize on those, and that's the point. Let's see. It is slow today. That's fine though. We got Netflix earnings after hours tomorrow. I think next week is the big earnings week. That'll be fun. Hearing how to broken record, you're a laser focused programmed winner. Oh yeah. Well, yeah. My brain never stops working, which is good and bad. It's really good sometimes, really bad other times. What's that? Oh. What's Nvidia doing? That's a 4 hour. I don't care about that. Where's the daily? Daily, Where's Micron? Did that hold? Nope. Where's Oxy, Exxon? Those are probably down today with the SPR stuff. Oh, yeah. Well, no. Wow, Oxy took a beating there. What else? Silver, gold. How are those looking? Silver is looking good. Silver is actually looking really good. Damn, that could get dirty. Those silver moves. I mean, it doesn't sound like, oh, we're trading silver. No, like those contracts went nuts. It's not all the time you get to hit a nasty trade like this on silver. Like I usually expect these to come from all the other tickers that we trade, like the AMDs, the Maras, the PayPals, RKT, DraftKit, things like that. But when you can take advantage of these moves on like silver, oh, they usually pay very well. DRV down a little. ES, absolutely nothing here. This is just a snooze fest. Absolute snooze fest. I'm hungry, man. I need some food. Bitcoin back down. Bitcoin right back down. Dude, I feel like it's been so weird over the past few weeks because like I'm talking so much about like Bitcoin and like one forex pair, but like they're so relevant to like what's happening right now. Like Bitcoin halving, like I've got the trade on Biddy, like the USD JPY situation with the yen, like it's very important. It's just not like I'm not trading it. I'm just looking at especially for the USD JPY, I'm just looking for the actual macroeconomic implications of what that means. Hint, hint. The yen doing that is not great for bonds, and bullish for the dollar, though. Well, did ES just get slaughtered? Whoa, 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 whoa. What just happened? Biden proposed higher tariffs would apply to more than $1 billion on steel and aluminum products from China. Biden urges Congress to pass pivotal Ukraine-Israel aid. That's big. Bitcoin dying. DRV coming back up. What the heck was that? I don't see anything else. I don't think that higher tariffs to steel and aluminum from China, though. How is AA moving on that? That's Alcoa. This is aluminum. How did that just move? Nothing crazy. Steel, what about X? Is steel going? No. Didn't we do something on steel a while ago? Yeah, I don't think I took this one. Maybe I did. I don't know. Whatever. Performance this month has been spectacular. What that DJT is? No, that is DJT. There was that one time. No, steel. Yeah, that was bad. That was bad. Dude, that steel trade, what was that, like 2 years ago? That was annoying. I got it back though. I got it. I did it. Higher cost of materials, more inflation. What the hell are they doing? So that could be what it is. Why are they flip-flopping? They want to drain the SPR, and then they also want to put tariffs on stuff that's going to cause more inflation. Why are they so stupid? I don't understand. I don't get it. Like, here comes DRV. Fine, pay my shorts. I mean, this is technically not a short. It's a bullish position on an inverse ETF. But, like, all right, man, you're going to play this game. Like, all right, so now we're looking at these lows and then potentially 50, 60. Dollar rising rapidly after that. What are yields doing? Yields nothing. USD JPY did nothing on that too. What about yen or like HSI? HSI got hit a little. Where's yen? Yen's probably coming down. Yeah, yen in the 17s. Wow, that was huge. How many points was that candle? 15? 10. Oh, that's fine. The adults are back in charge? I don't know about that, man. It's like the inmates running the asylum, just making stupid decisions. They're like, oh, because it's not all right. It's not even a stupid decision in the frame of like I'm not even talking about like, oh yeah, inflation. No. If inflation is higher, he's not gonna get elected. Like he has his chances. If he think about it like this, I'm not saying that's what I want. I'm just saying that if you look at him and his camp want to get elected. So why would they be doing things? Oh, that's what they said? Oh, that's stupid. Well, so then why would they be doing things that are completely in the exact opposite? That would have the exact opposite effect. I don't get it. I don't get it, man. Like in terms of like political strategy, that makes no sense. Neither does coming out and saying that you think that we're gonna get a rate cut in July. Oh yeah, like you were controlling the rates right now, pal? No, it's Powell. Powell is an interesting guy though. So like the interesting thing about Powell is everybody likes to give him a lot of nonsense about his decisions over the years. He actually really does try to do the right thing. Go back and research 2018, the taper tantrum. You got to research what happened then. He was saying, "Nope, we're going to get all this under control. We're going to run off the balance sheet. We're going to taper our asset purchases," and the market lost its mind. He tried to hang on to his view and the Fed's view for as long as he possibly could until he capitulated. And that was kind of the turning point for Powell. But you got to think about it, like if everybody is printing so much money in a year, 2020, and then it's his job to basically try and get everybody out of it, how's he going to do that? I would not want to be in his job and in his you'd have to Volcker it. Which means raising rates to like wildly high levels that none of my generation has not seen. You can't do that. The reason is you'd tank real estate, you'd tank everything, you'd put people out of work. The cost to borrow would, the cost of capital in general would go way up. So think about it like this, guys. If the cost of capital goes up, those of you guys that have been in the mastermind with us, what does it do to present values? Well, you're discounting things more, so the present values go down. That's why when some people, and we haven't really talked about this, we can talk about it here a little, and we can kind of tonight we'll go through this a little bit more. But like if cost of capital and discount rates that are going to be heavily dependent on, remember the risk-free rates that we've talked about are going to go up, it makes the present values of things lower. So if the algos are looking at that and rates go up and things like, well, they just sell because then all their valuation metrics change. He has to do it if he wants to get it under control, but he can't. No, here's what's happening, and I have to do a whole write up on this. This is going to be one of the ones in VIX Insights for you guys. But in order to get out of this issue, I'm not saying this is good. I'm just looking at it. Obviously, it's bad. It's very bad. The whole thing is not great. But they need a war. They need a flight to U.S. Assets. Because if you see such a skyrocketing of demand for U.S. assets and U.S. bonds, it pushes yields down and the Treasury can roll over the debt at lower rates and basically just delay the issue. Those 100-year bonds at 1% don't sound that bad anymore, do they? Idiots. Sorry. I had to say that. DRV 4650 chilling. Biddy is just hanging around. Where's Bitcoin? Is Bitcoin getting down to that level again? Come on, think. Ooh, she's getting there. She is getting there. All right, guys, it is 11 in the morning. That is going to be wrapping it up for us today. Hopefully, those of you guys that are new to the stream were able to learn some things, kind of get the gist of what we do around here. Again, for all you guys that are interested too, that 50% off deal to All My Education, the day trading mastery course that has effectively locked in another winning month. I mean, that thing is nasty. Those two nasty take profits yesterday. I mean, if you took the one today, I mean, that would have been a stop there. But after those two yesterday, the ones from last week, I mean, that thing is absolutely cranking. And then the Swing Kings course, obviously, you get both for the price of one, the 50% off deal. So, and then as always, it's one-time fee, but you guys always have access to me if you guys want to shoot me a message on Instagram or Twitter. I'm always going back and forth with you guys, helping you guys out so that you guys can understand. Because remember, the more that you understand the strategy that you're trading and the data and all of the different testing that goes into it, the easier it is to not make silly emotional decisions in the present. You can have that long-term vision and understand that the outcome of one individual trade is meaningless. So team, I will see you guys later. Another great day. See you in the mastermind tonight, everybody. Peace.